Uh-oh, Nobel Prize-winning economist here to tell us how great the economy is. I certainly wonder how the residents of Asheville...
Hello, everybody. What you just saw there is a clip of an amazing, concerned, smart, intelligent, I'm assuming young, even though I'm not certainly sure, but this was taken at an event at CUNY University. So I'm just presuming that they're young. But if you happen to be watching, please leave a comment. I would love to bring you on the show, because the video of this young, concerned citizen confronting these narcissistic academics, specifically Paul Krugman, who is a known flounderer in the economist circles, is giving this lecture at SUNY University, and he is totally lambasted, just lit up by this awesome, young, smart, intelligent, articulate American citizen, maybe student. I can't wait to share the rest of you. If you don't know who Paul Krugman is, he's pretty much one of the most renowned economists for the far left. He's a renowned Trump hater. I'll show you his post on X that he posted after this event right here. But he is really famous for getting a lot of things wrong, specifically something he said about the internet, which pretty much dominates everything in our life. Back in 1998, he said this. He said, by 2005 or so, it will become clear that the internet's impact on the economy has been no greater than the fax machines. He said that back in 1998. You kind of missed the mark there, Paul, just a scotch. His ego, his hubris, his looking down at everybody else, his haughtiness is something that is renowned, and it's really kind of permeated all of his predictions and his lectures, etc. I know from firsthand experience, you guys know this, and I know that these academics, they don't care about you. They don't care about me. They look down on anybody who's not a part of their inner tight-knit circle, the Obamas, the Clintons, and the rest of their academic slime. They don't care about facts. They don't care about anything real. They only care about their sense of self, of being looked at as these intellectual gods. And anything that gets in the way of that or shatters that, they are vehemently opposed to, and they will go to ruthless lengths to combat that. Don't take my word for it. Listen to what one of the most respected intellectuals, Thomas Sowell, economist, says about Paul Krugman. Check this out.
The economy is booming in a way that no one had predicted. People like Paul Krugman was saying that when Trump gets in, the economy is going to tank. No, the economy hit new highs. All right. But there are so many people among the intelligentsia, especially, who are absolutely immune to facts. It's as if they took their anti-fact shots every year, and the facts will just not affect them.
So I couldn't agree more. I think what he just described there as the intelligentsia essentially is all of the academics, all of the bureaucrats, all the admins who make life difficult for everybody and who only think about themselves. They're so self-absorbed. They're so self-involved. They don't care about anything other than power, retaining that, and everybody bowing down to them. Again, I've taught at some of the most prestigious universities in the world, and you can't even call them universities. They're essentially indoctrination camps. I mean that vehemently. I have facts. I'm a key witness. I've worked with these people. I know Kamala Harris. I've said it a million times, but it bears repeating. Here's Paul Krugman posting on X. This happened a couple of nights ago, and this is his most recent post on X. By the way, follow me on X at Professor Nez. There's a link in the comments, description, and show notes. But I'm literally just, if you just go to X, otherwise known as, used to be known as Twitter, just type in Professor Nez and you'll see me. Follow me there, because I post a lot of stuff that I can't post anywhere else. It's literally the last bastion of free speech left in the online ecosystem. But Krugman said last night at a SUNY event about perceptions of the economy, where he was touting that the economy, you get this, he's actually touting that the economy is doing great when people can't afford gas, groceries. Anyway, we had a guy yelling about Biden refusing to help Helene victims who had to be escorted out. So Trump's lies have gone viral. And he immediately gets community noted, where the community note there, if you don't know what community notes are, it's literally like fact-checking for X posts, especially from verified accounts. It was a political candidate in the Bronx, this is wrong, stating their opinion and never mentioned Trump. While he said Helene, he also referenced his own area and its issues. But if you look at the last line, I love that community note, by the way, bravo, Elon and X. But if you look at that last line, that says it all right there. So Trump's lies have gone viral. What did Trump lie about? He said that Biden was at the beach. He said that Biden and Kamala were not in North Carolina. They were not in Georgia. Those are facts. Okay, everybody railed on George W. Bush when he came 3 days after Katrina. It's been 7 days. It took Biden 7 days to show up in North Carolina and Georgia, and you don't hear the mainstream media, not a peep. Nobody's talking about that. I mean, the double standard, the hypocrisy, my fellow Americans, knows no bounds. Okay, now here's the video, the moment we've been waiting for. You can see Krugman is on the far right of the stage wearing the sort of gray pants and coat there. And this gentleman stands up and says this. Let's watch this. And then I just think this is brilliant. We'll talk about it in just a second. Come on back.
Okay. Uh-oh, Nobel Prize winning economist here to tell us how great the economy is. I certainly wonder how the residents of Asheville, North Carolina must be feeling right now with no access to power or water or communication with the outside world. I wonder how enthusiastic they are about the economy right now. I wonder how enthusiastic the residents of the South Bronx must be feeling about the economy. Hey, maybe North Carolina should rename itself Israel so it'll get $20 billion in aid. Or maybe Ukraine so it can get $300 billion in aid. Maybe the South Bronx should do the same thing. I mean, I'm sure the economy is great for smug liberals like yourself who make $5 million and are worth $5 million. I'm sure the economy must be great for all you smug journalists, economists. All of you must be having a great time with the economy when most people can't even pay for basic necessities, for people who are getting evicted because they can't pay their rent. Because over in the South Bronx, just a few miles away from here, there are portions of buildings that are literally collapsing. And I'm supposed to give a shit about the stock market? You want to know why the presidential election is tied right now? Because our money is being sent to Israel and Ukraine so that they can continue to bomb innocent women and children. You think that's a great economy? I'm sure Israel, with their free health care, is having a great time with American taxpayer money. Hey, is anyone here going to talk about the fact that we could be in war with Iran in a few days? Or do we need to focus on the S&P 500? Is that what actually matters? Huh? The S&P 500, when most people may not even be alive here in a few days just because we're on the verge of nuclear war. Hey, listen to me, Mr. Krugman. Your degree is worthless. You might as well use it as paperweight because it means nothing. I hope you enjoy the dead children that the economy is powering. Our economy is definitely very powerful right now. All that stock market money goes to the military complex so that more innocent women and children are dead. And fuck off with the New York Times, the liberal apologists for war and genocide. You all fucking suck. People need to wake up right now, and we need to have peace. We can work with China. We can work with Russia. We don't need to start war with Iran. All right, I'm good. I'm good. We're good.
I like how he says, all right, we're good. We're good. They can't hear me. I actually, okay, like, honestly, you know what some of you might be thinking? Like, usually if I was in a situation like that and some guy just, you know, kind of sort of bombarded and lambasted in there like that, I would be upset too and be like, oh, come on, this isn't the right context. You're just being one of these crazy protesters. But I actually, when you listen to everything he says, it's hard to refute almost all of it. It's really, I mean, there's a few things maybe in there, that you could maybe, but I mean, most of it is 99% of it, I think, is actually quite accurate. Would love to get your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I mean, I definitely think Paul Krugman he's speaking of 99%, he's wrong about 99% of things. I definitely think he is a pawn. He's a minion for the elitists and the intelligentsia, the globalists, et cetera, the Obama, Clinton, Soros. cabal. I definitely think that is true. It sounded to me that this guy was really, really young, which gives me so much hope, because I thought, other than a few, things in there, I thought he was articulate. He was erudite. He spoke with conviction. He wasn't, relaying fake news. He was talking facts. The people in North Carolina have been completely denied any help. I mean, FEMA, Mayorkas literally, I just did a video on this today. Mayorkas literally just said today, we don't have any money. They're giving billions of dollars away to illegal criminal migrants. They're giving billions and billions of dollars away to Ukraine. They're giving billions of aid all over the world, some of it justified. I will grant that. I think Israel does deserve our help. But what about Americans? What about the people of Georgia? What about the people in Florida? What about the people in North Carolina who've lost everything? You're going to give them $750 when you're giving migrants $15,000 credit cards, free health care, free down payments on homes, free room and board, and you're going to give Americans who've lost everything enough money to maybe get groceries for 4 days? Maybe? I think his rage, I think his anger, I think he actually, given the circumstances, acted more demure than he perhaps should have been. I think he was entitled to his rage. I think every American should be upset and is livid. I know I am. Is this unwarranted? Is this unjustified? Perhaps the means? Yeah, granted, perhaps. But maybe sometimes that's just the only way to get through to these intellectual, narcissistic, snobby academicians, elitists, intellectual Obamaites. Maybe that's the only way to get through to these guys. The way that I feel about Paul Krugman, to me, who is representative of the entire world of academia, that I thank God. I mean, I've said this many, many times. People say, Nez, what do you do? I say I'm a recovering professor. Because what they've subjected, and there's, a lot of good professors out there, but what the admin, what the bureaucracy, what the powers that be, the Kamala Harrises, Kamala Harris is literally like a vice president of a university. It's awful. They all think the same. They're indoctrination camps. They're no longer institutions of learning. And as soon as you, just for a molecule, step out of line with their woke ideologies, they'll get rid of you like you're nothing. I mean, you cannot find a hedge fund in New York City on Wall Street that contains the level, even a breadth of the level of ruthlessness that these universities, especially these higher ups and these admins and these bureaucracies, contain. I guarantee you, I've been there. I'm an eyewitness. I can testify to all of it. But I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think of that. Let me know what you think of this young man and what he was saying. Was he off? Was he right? I welcome all views. Personal ad hominem attacks, I don't even listen to you. Don't leave links, because ad hominem attacks and links go straight to spam, so I don't even see you. I want constructive, thoughtful, I want my comments to be a collaboration. I truly mean this. Now, as you're just saying, no, I truly mean this. Just like my classrooms, I want my comments to be a collaboration. I want you to engage in deep thought, constructive thought, and exchange ideas. I truly believe that is the balm, the medicine, the healing that this country needs right now. We don't talk to each other enough. We need more communication, not less. And please, just leave something constructive, thoughtful. I will read it. Others will read it. And I can't wait to hear from you. Check out these videos if you haven't seen them already, coming up on the screen right here. Follow and subscribe over there. Sign up for our free newsletter. That's in the pinned comment, show notes, and description. If you love this content, it's kind of like your sure-proof way of never missing out. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.